So first off, could you just each give a bit of your own background?
Sure. My name's Glenn Hauk, one of the co-founders. We're located in Norwalk, Connecticut. And Andrew and I have worked together since the early dot-com days in 1999, first for an online real estate startup. And then we founded together a digital marketing company called LQ Digital, which we retired from a year and a half, 2 years ago, before deciding to start something with a social mission.
Great.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm on the other coast, so I am in the Bay Area, and excited to be here with you today.
Well, thank you both for being here. So now could you just kind of explain what the MyVictory streaming service is and what it offers?
Yeah, sure. So MyVictory is a digital exercise and community support platform for targeted towards cancer survivors and the friends and families who support them. We offer roughly 40 live streaming ability appropriate video classes per week. And we now have an on-demand library of over 700 video classes. They range in difficulty level and exercise style. So they go down to, we have chair yoga and Tai Chi at the lowest levels. And I actually saw one of our strength instructors in a level 3, which is for more advanced folks with more advanced ability, maybe people who are doing survivors who are doing triathlons, using the chair to do push-ups with their legs propped on a chair in a level 3 class. On top of that, there's a lot of goal setting ability and a community platform where survivors can support each other, see when they've taken classes, cheer them on, see when they've reached a goal or reached an achievement and cheer them on for that. And friends and families who are supporting survivors can actually join, exercise alongside them virtually, take classes with them at the same time, live classes. So we just are getting started. We kind of launched a little early once gyms closed in March. We've been working on it for about a year and a half, but we're getting rolling, and it's been great so far.
Did you have anything to add?
No, I think everything Glenn's summarized it pretty well. Yeah, I'd say the key though is not only the exercise platform, but also emphasize the social, the community aspects of the platform as well, since we know that a lot of survivors, are told to go out and exercise, but the challenge with that is having the motivation to do that. So emphasizing kind of a mini light Facebook, if you will, that these survivors can get together and cheer each other on and really work on that motivational aspect of it.
That's definitely unique. So I personally think that sounds great. But why is a platform like this so useful for patients with cancer as well as cancer survivors?
Well, so obviously all of the research is pointing to exercise is hugely important for survivors, and certainly for patients who are in treatment, we're advising that their oncologists give them permission to begin exercising without direct supervision. But the research suggests that survivors who exercise are 28% less likely to have a recurrence. Start there. And it makes them feel better, both mentally and physically. They lose weight, and helps them live happier and fuller lives. It's critical. And having a support network and a community support to help motivate them to do that, and gamification there to set goals for themselves and see when they're going to reach goals, is helping to motivate them to do that. It's interesting. What we found in our early research is that although getting a cancer diagnosis, can often be a life-changing event and change behaviors, a lot of survivors, and maybe even most of them, end up exercising less post-cancer than they did prior, right? So we want to reverse that trend, right? Get them exercising and give them support so they can keep doing so.
Yeah, and what I'd add to that is a lot of times when you know, they've gone through treatment or they're just exiting treatment. A lot of the hospitals actually have exercise facilities there where they have physical trainers to help them through that. But then all of a sudden, you know, they're released, right? And they're like, hey, congratulations, you've graduated, right? And you're ready to go exercise on your own. And the challenge is, where do they go from there? Even when the gyms were open, there's not very many classes or exercises targeted to that audience. And so we, you know, when we did our research and looked at it, it's like, hey, this is a place where they can have a, you know, a soft landing where we can actually help them with all of our instructors. We have over 20 instructors, and many of them have worked with cancer survivors for decades at various of these survivorship gyms and cancer centers. So really, we kind of see ourselves as really filling that role when they're ready to go out on their own, but they're not really sure what to do, or they might not have the confidence to be able to do that. So we're super excited to have kind of filled that role.
Right, and obviously, you know, we were working on this well before this COVID crisis has hit, right? And the barriers to exercise that existed before COVID, even, you know, still exist now and are even exacerbated, right? You know, even though some gyms are starting to open, we don't think that the population that comes to us, survivors, are going to be amongst the first population to return to gyms, right? We had even identified that you know, survivors pre-COVID, you know, may not want to go into gyms for safety reasons there. So, and on top of that, there, you know, a lot of survivors, and you know, and we have a special place for survivors in underprivileged locations. They're not near these centers, and these things cost a lot of money, and they can't afford individual treatment, right? So giving them a wide variety and a deep and breadth network of classes that they can take, A, when they feel they're able to, right? They can take them at any time. B, they can take them right out of the safety of their own home. And there's something for everyone, including cardio, yoga, Tai Chi, strength and balance, and even we've got a decent meditation, some meditation classes that we offer as well.
So how much does a program like this cost? And are there any sort of programs that patients who may not be able to afford the program can apply to also participate?
Yeah, totally. So we're currently offering a 7-day free trial for everybody. And then it's $19.99 per month thereafter to be able to utilize the full exercise and support platform. And then we have a survivor scholarship program where any survivor can apply for a scholarship. We don't want to have financial concerns be a reason for any survivor to not be able to afford this. Andrew and I started this after we had retired. We're taking this on as a social mission, and rather, we would like everyone to be able to afford this. Cost should not be the issue there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Great. Well, that's all I had for you guys. Is there anything that I didn't ask that you think is worth mentioning?
Oh, well,
I would just say that, you know, our mission is to get this in front of as many survivors as possible. So any support that your oncologist or anybody need, we're happy to help in any way that we can.
Yeah, there was a really cool, I made a great article in the fall in the ACS journals that talked about how oncologists can go through a process of determining whether or not someone's ready for unsupervised, right? So, and that's first assessing the patient's ability, right? And then advising them on how much exercise and what type and they can do. And then once they feel that a survivor can then exercise without medical supervision, refer them out to a community program, right? Well, right now, a lot of community programs are not open, right? And we're available no matter where the geography is, right? And time of day. So we would love referrals from the oncology and the provider community, and hope we can end up doing that.
Yeah, well, thank you so much again for speaking with me. I really, really do appreciate it.
No, Hannah, thank you very much for taking interest in MyVictory, and we really appreciate it.